Jai Hind learners, I, Architect Sakshi Nim of Swami Vivekanand Subharti University. We will discuss today, in today's lecture, we will discuss about carpets, its types. Going towards our topic, let's first discuss about our subject, interior furnishing. To getting an idea, what is interior furnishing? What is an interior design? Who is an interior designer? Starting with what is interior furnishing? Interior furnishing are those temporary and semi-permanent systems and components that are required for the normal utilization of our building for its intended purposes. Interior furnishing, as the name suggests, or simply we can also say is that interior furnishing is the processes or the series of processes required to make our spaces aesthetically beautiful, comfortable, safe and healthier for living, and providing a healthier and more appealing interiors to the users. By interior furnishing, we can also state that we are using different types of materials, different types of patterns, colors in our spaces to create them more perceiving to the viewers. We can have variety of colors, patterns, either linear patterns or geometrical patterns. We can have textures, we can have mirrors in our interiors. We can also beautify our spaces through lightings. The use of indoor plants came into fashion these days. The plants include succulents, money plants, snake plants, spider plants, bird nest plants. Also, we can use eco-friendly materials in order to make our spaces more appealing, more beautiful and more appealing to the viewers. We can also use sculptures, paintings on walls. We can have a detailed or use of traditional art forms in order to have a more appealing effect to the viewers. We can also use pottery items. This may include interior design elements, use of paints, use of textures, use of different furnitures, use of carvings that we can use in our interiors in order to beautify our spaces. The use of floorings or the choice of floorings, the choice of ceilings, the choice of wall fixtures, the wall elements, the use of wallpapers. There are n number of items that we can use in our interior spaces in order to have a more appealing effect both to the viewers who is perceiving it. Now, what is an interior design? An interior design is an art and science of enhancing interior spaces or the building that we are using in order to have a healthier and more comfortable, aesthetically pleasing environment for the people using it. Or we can also say is that interior design is also known as the art and science of understanding people's behavior. People's behavior. The term may be related to you all. The people's behavior, we can say as in order to achieve something beautiful, we can have to read people's mind, what the client, what the user wants. The main and the first most conditions for all the interior designers. All interior designers should look into the process, that how the user perceives it, what he wants, are the requirements of his clients. Interior design is a multifaceted profession. This profession includes conceptual development, space planning, site inspections, programming, research, communication with the stakeholders, and construction management along with execution of design. Means an interior design is a very vast and very important part of our building construction industry. In building construction industries, the foremost part and the last and most appealing part of a building goes to the department of interior design. As for our interior designers, one can play with colors, different patterns, different textures, repetitions, learning about different types of shapes, different types of furnitures, different types of lines we can use in our interiors. It's a very vast topic. In order to beautify our spaces, we can use different types of plants, different types of sculptures, different types of art forms. We can use different types of lighting equipments, lightings that creates a vibrant and most appealing effect in any interiors. Nowadays, we can also use pebbles, colorful glasses, and many more things. Means an interior design, there is no limit to a creative interiors, a creative designing. There is no limit. You cannot limit on anything. The choice of material, the choice of ceiling materials, the choice of flooring materials. Flooring materials can be concrete, it can be wooden, it can be like glass flooring using nowadays, it can be tile flooring, it can be carpet flooring, that we are going to discuss in detail in today's lecture. Now, one thing that comes to your mind is, who is an interior designer? An interior designer is a person who plans, researches, coordinates, and manages projects. This we can also explain in words like, a designer is one who holds all the stakeholders together in creating something magnificent, something more appealing to the eyes, something that is very beautiful to the end users. Stakeholders, this term might be new to you all. Stakeholder is someone, or I can say these are the backbone of any building project. Stakeholders includes architects, interior designers, engineers, mechanical engineers, electrical engineers, the persons who are responsible and who are actively involved in our design formation, in our space planning. An architect, let's just talk about some history from where the interior design came into the force. And in ancient India, architects also function as interior designers, this can be seen from the references of god Vishwakarma, who is treated as an architect from the Hindu mythology. Also, there were Greeks and later Romans who were highly involved in interior design, who make their spaces large, beautiful, aesthetically appealing to the end users, and gave the birth to creativity in building design. Their use of motifs, their use of sculptures gave a new birth to the creativity in our designs. They have built stadiums, colosseums, their meeting places, their markets, they all have different elements that we are using in modern architecture now. Later, if we come to 17th and to 18th century, there are the new concepts of interior designing. The interior designing that includes the choice of furnitures, the type of furnitures, bold furnitures, light furnitures, use of carvings in furnitures. Also, we have different colors, different patterns, different use of pottery items, different types of flowers, different types of wallpapers we were using. Now, let's come to our topic, carpets or interior furnishing. Before the topic carpets, we will discuss the topics we will covering in this unit. This unit includes carpets, upholsteries, rugs, daries, and draperies. Carpets on a larger term. This term is not a newer term for you all. Carpet, it is defined as an external flooring, or you can say floor covering, used over an existing flooring. An existing flooring may be concrete flooring, may be timber flooring. It may be tiled flooring also. We are using carpets in order to have a more appealing, a more colorful effect in our interiors. It beautifies a space. Use of colors in carpets, use of different patterns in carpets, and use of different forms beautifies a space, defines a space, gives an concept to the space. Before designing, we will take a concept for designing an interiors. For the concept, it gives a more appealing structure to the space, to a building. A carpet can also be termed as a textile floor covering, consists of an upper layer of pile connected to the backing layer. Carpets are used for variety of purposes. The purposes that includes various types, various forms, various insulation. It insulates a person's feet from a cold tile to or a concrete floor. It makes room more comfortable place to sit on a floor. It reduces sound of walking. It adds decoration or color to a room. Means through carpets we can achieve all these things. Isn't it interesting? Making you feel more warmer, making you feel more comfortable to sit on the floor. It provides cushioning to the flooring. Carpets may have different patterns, different motifs, and different colors. It is prepared using dyed fibers used to decorate surfaces. Different fibers will be using in making of carpet, that includes acrylic, polyester, nylon, and nylon is a wide use. There is a wide use of nylon. Nylons are of two types, nylon 6 and nylon 66. We can use acrylic, we can use n number of materials. We can also have embroidered materials. We can have needles. In the use of carpets. Carpets can be applied from industrial to commercial establishment. Nowadays, carpets are more common to a human. For human establishment, it's the most common thing we are having in our interiors. We can use them in retail stores, hotels, private homes. At present, a wide variety of carpets are made available at different types of prices, different quality levels, and ranging from expensive to costlier. The carpets are made on a loom similarly to the woven fabric. A woven fabric, we can have different types like jute fabric, we can have nylon fabric, we can use different types of human fabrics as well as synthetic fibers. Made using needle felts, carpets can be made using needle felts. Carpets can be made by knotted by hand. These can be made with their piles injected into a backing material. These can be flat woven. These can be made by hooking wool or a cotton, meshed of sturdy fabric, or it may be embroidered. The common dimensions of carpets includes 12 feet to 15 feet. We can also, as you know, at colder spaces, i.e. where the environment is slightly colder, the wall-to-wall carpets are being used. These carpets provide a warmth to the interiors, along with its beautification, along with its aesthetic purposes. The carpets are also provided at different widths. These carpets are seamed together by seaming iron and seaming tape. These are fixed over the cushioned floors, which are fixed with the help of nails and adhesives. Types of carpets. Moving forward, we'll be discussing about types of carpets. The types of carpets, as you can see in the pictures, there are wide variety of carpets nowadays we are using in our interiors. We are using in them in order to beautify our spaces, in order to have an aesthetic and appealing effect to our spaces. The carpets we are using includes woven carpets. Carpets that are needle felt are known as needle felt carpets. The carpets which are knotted means they are knotted with hands. The carpets are tufted. These are tufted carpets. We have flat weave carpets. We have hooked rug carpets and last but not least, and we have embroidery carpets. The embroidery carpets. We will now discuss these type of carpets one by one, and let's look into this. We will be discussing these type of carpets one by one. First, we'll be starting with woven carpets. Woven, as the name suggests, the carpets are produced on a loom quite similar to the woven fabric. Fabric that are prepared by many colored yarns, and in this process is capable of producing intricate patterns from the predetermined design. Means we can create traditional patterns, we can create different types of patterns in this type of carpets. We can have geometrical patterns, we can have different traditional forms, we can have wool, as different types of yarns are used, we can have wool used in these type of carpet. It is prepared by using different colored yarns, and this process is complicated and detailed work patterns from predetermined or already existing designs. These carpets are most expensive due to their relative slow speed of manufacturing, as these carpets are handmade. So we can clearly adjust is the process of making. These type of carpets are very famous in countries like Iran, India, Pakistan and Arabia. The carpets that can be plush can be plush and Berber. As we can say, what do you mean by these terms may be new to you? Plush and Berber. Plush is something which is soft or luxurious, and Berber is a term for the hand woven carpets by the people of Berber. There are new styles of carpets combining the two styles, that is skirt and loop carpeting. These type of carpets are very famous in countries like Iran, India, Pakistan and Arabia. Now moving forward to our next type of carpet, that is needle felt carpet. Needle felt, as the name suggests, these type of carpets are technologically advanced types. The term felt is known to be a new term. The felt is a textile material produced by matting, condensing, pressing fibers together. These can be made up of natural fibers, synthetic fibers, rayon and acrylic. Needle felt carpets. These are prepared by the use of great workmanship. This required a very skilled labors, as it is a handmade carpets. Few people have known to this art of hand weaving. The needle felts are produced by intermingling and felting individual synthetic fibers using warped and forked needles forms an extremely durable carpet. It is handmade by the people and it requires a very skilled labor. These carpets are technologically advanced. These carpets are found in commercial spaces like hotels and restaurants. These carpets are mostly used in places with having a frequent high traffic, means the people which are using the space more frequently, like hotels, restaurants, where there is the flow of people from one time to another place. Now our next type of carpet is knotted carpets. The knotted, as the name suggests, this is the type of a carpet that is made by making knots. This is also a handmade carpet. The people are required a skilled labor, workmanship or skilled workers are required for the preparation of these type of carpets. The carpet is also known as supplementary welt cut loop pile carpet. Now these terms, the wealth and the warp, maybe the new terms we'll be discussing in this type of carpet. Wealth and warp are the components of weaving, the process required for the making of this type of carpets is wealth and weaving. In this, the structural wealth threads alternate with the supplementary wealth threads that rises at right angle to the surface of weave. The supplementary wealth is attached to the warp by one of the three nodes. The type include slack carpet, which was popular in 1970s to form the pile or a nap of the carpet. Knotting is done by hand, is most prevalent in Orient rugs of carpets. The Kashmir carpets, which is also a hand knotted carpets. The piles like flat carpets can be woven on the knotted carpet. The warp threads are set up on the frame of the loom before weaving begins. The knots are secured with usually 1 to 4 rows of wealth. The warp is woven carpet usually made of cotton and wealth is done with jute. There are several styles of knotting, but the two main types of knot are symmetrical, that is also known as Turkish or Geordes, and asymmetrical, which is also called Persian and Sena. These type of carpets are mainly used or mainly prepared at centers like Lahore, Peshawar, Pakistan, Kashmir, India, Mirzapur and Badauri, India, Tabriz, Iran, Afghanistan, Armenia, Uzbekistan, Turkey, Northern Africa, Nepal, Spain and Tibet. These carpets, the importance of carpets in culture of Turkmenistan is such that the national flag features a vertical red stripes near the hoist side containing 5 carpet gulls. Gulls are the designs used in producing rugs. Kashmir is well known for the hand knotted carpets. The knotted carpets as requires time for preparation, time for being prepared. It requires a very good workmanship. Now our next type is tufted carpet. Tufted carpet, as the name suggests, these carpets have their pile injected to a backing material which is itself then bonding to a secondary backing material made of woven resin, weave or a man-made alternate provide stability. Tufted. Some terms might be new to you in this type, that is pile. Piles are the long strands of carpet, means the long threads or the collection of threads we are using and sticking them with the help of a needle on a backing member. Backing member can be any fiber, natural or man-made. Woven resin. Resin is a word that is woven fabric made from the skin of jute plant or sessile fibers, which is combined with other vegetable fibers. Usually in this type of carpet, we'll have a backing material, and with these strands, long threads are being woven into these woven resin that are the fabrics made of natural jute plant or a sessile fibers, which is usually combined with the vegetable fibers. The pile is often sheared in order to achieve different textures. That means these are normal, have different types of textures, different types of colors, different types of having bulky. It contains bulky textures, it contains light textures. This is the most common method of manufacturing of domestic carpets for floor covering purposes in the world. These type of carpets came in wide variety of colors, wide variety of patterns, wide variety of traditional spaces. We are using these type of carpets in our day-to-day lives. We are using them in order to beautify our spaces, in order to have a good appealing effect to the learners, to the visitors, to the users. We can have different patterns, we can have different type of textures, we can have a different type of appealing effect that creates a aesthetically beautiful effect to the viewers. Next type of carpet will forwarding towards next type is flat weave. Flat weave carpet. As the name suggests, it is the carpet that is flat, that is plain to the nature, that is plain to the floor. A flat weave carpet is created by interlocking warp with that of vertical threads and welt that is horizontal threads. The interlocking of warp and weft threads makes the footwork or make the base of a flat weave carpet. These type of carpet includes oriental flat woven carpets that have kiln, sommak, plain weave or tapestry weave. The type of carpet which is European flat woven carpets include Venetian, Dutch, damask, laced haircloth, ingrain, double cloth, two-ply, triple cloth carpets. These are two-ply, triple cloth or three-ply carpet. These are coming in different types of layers. Two-ply, 2 layers, three-ply, 3 layers. As you can see from the pictures, there are wide variety of flat woven carpets. These carpets made from woolen fabrics. We can also use these carpets on staircases. We can use them in our interiors. We can have them in our drawing rooms. We can have them at places which require a less wear and tear, which requires a less movement of spaces. Less movement. Next type of carpet is hooked rug. Hook rugged carpet. As the name suggests, it is a simple type of handmade rugs, pulling by strips of cloth such as wool or cotton through the meshes of a sturdy fabric that is burlap. Means these type of carpets is smaller in size as compared to the normal carpets. These are generally placed or generally used near the sofa sets, near in the interior places. We can have them in different textures, different colors, different patterns. We can have in natural patterns, we can have in biophilic designs, patterns of flowers, patterns of leaves. The strips generally used, we'll be using cotton strip, we'll be using wool. We can even use old and cloth strands. This type of rug is now generally made as handicraft. As the process of creating a hooked rug is called rug hooking. We can simply create them in our rooms, and we can use a small woolen. These are now generally made as handicraft. Through handicrafts, we can also say that we are using them as an old tradition of our country to be using these type of carpets. Our next type is embroidery carpets. Embroidery carpets, as the name suggests, embroidery that is handmade, that is made with the use of threads, with the use of needles. This is traditional type of carpet making. Unlike woven carpets, embroidery carpets are not formed on a loom. Their patterns is established by the application of stitches to the cloth, often linen based. The embroidered carpets, as the name suggests, they are traditionally made by royal and aristocrat woman at home, but there has been some commercial manufacturers. Since steel needles were introduced at this time, earlier the needles were used in making these type of carpets were back were made up of bones. The linen weaving of this type of carpets improved the 16th century, means these type of carpet was the backbone of our carpet industry, of our building construction industry, that we were using these type of carpets in our interior. These are hand woven, these are made of different patterns. The embroidered carpets can also include their features such as patterns, shapes, and they can even tell us stories. Earlier, by telling a story, we can say that these type of carpets are generally placed at royal places, at royal palaces, which the weavers used to present a story of how the time flies, how they are living, their standard of living, their conditions they are living in. We are got to know by these type of carpets. As in today's lecture, we have discussed about carpets and the type of carpets. In the next coming lecture, we will be discussing about the fibers and the yarns used in making of carpets, its advantages, its disadvantages, and keeping our carpets newer. Thank you.
सुभारती